What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another Fridge Financials video. In today's video, we're going to break down the strategy of a poor man's cover call. More specifically, a position that I just had. I officially closed all out of using poor man cover call strategies in a leap option. So if you are excited for today's video or curious to see what I made for money, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, turn on the bell notifications for all future uploads. Now, the stock that you see on my screen right now is Stanley Black & Decker. Now, this one I did a leap option for, and then I sold some shorter term call options against it. Stanley Black & Decker had their earnings come out a couple days ago, and at the time of recording, they did very good, and now they have been having a very nice run-up, which has been very good for my leap option that we have. We're going to break down the numbers here, and we're going to show you guys exactly what kind of money we made with Stanley Black & Decker. It's pretty good money here. Again, could I have made a lot more? Of course, but you never know these leap options, and the poor man's cover call is a good way to hedge your bet, essentially, okay? So what we're going to show you guys is how this is going to work. We're going to go into the history of my Robinhood portfolio here, and we're going to show you guys the very beginning. So back in August of 2025, I bought a deep in the money leap option on Stanley Black & Decker, okay? $62.50 strike price, which means it was already in the money, deep in the money, but I had to pay a hefty premium for it. And again, remember, when you're buying these call options, it gives you access to 100 shares essentially for a cheaper price. So that's something to keep in mind about for poor man's cover calls. So I paid $1,850 for this position. And then what I started to do, as you will see, is sell some covered calls against it. That's what creates the poor man's cover call. Because selling covered calls is when you have 100 shares. Oh, but Fridge, I don't have 100 shares in my positions. Well, this leap option has one contract, which is worth 100 shares, so you are able to use it as collateral. Now, you are only approved to do this if you have done if you have approval for level 3 options trading, and you also cannot do it in a Roth IRA or any sort of retirement account. Why? I don't really know, but with my individual account, which I'm in, anything goes like Vegas. So we do whatever we want as long as we're approved for up-level trading strategies like these. Okay. So we're going to break down the numbers here on the calculator. So I spent $1,850 on this position, and then I sold a covered call right after it. So basically saying Stanley Black & Decker do not go to $80 by September, which is about a month out. And I got paid $130 for it. As you are someone who is selling options, you get paid while you wait. Okay. That one actually expired worthless. Then I opened up another one for $265, which you'll see right here. Now, I ended up buying that one already back for $180 because I made $80, $85 here in 2 days, which is a very good return for this kind of trade here. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it already. I think it had bad earnings or whatever it was. So I was like, I'm already going to take it off. I'm going to close it. I'm going to wait to get back in another options play here. And then I sold another one later on for $74. So I got paid myself $74. Let me move this over just a little bit. If you want to be a part of the membership, feel free to be a part of the membership. Nice little plug in there. But then I rolled out this position here. So I rolled it out for an extra $40 in premium that we got paid here. And then I rolled it out even further for $115. The point of rolling the positions is to either push your strike price higher or push your expiration date price longer. And that's kind of what I was doing here because we now have gone from a October 17th one all the way to November 21st, as you will see, this one is right here. So after we rolled it twice, we then bought it back for $62. So I'm going to take away that $62 right there. Then we sold another one for $90. Then I bought it back for $30. As we'll see, sold for $90, bought back for $30. Okay, great. Some days, again, chipping away at my cost basis here. Sold another one for $90, rolled it for $90 more, which is great. Then come today. Today, we bought back this rolled option here for $650. Why? Because it became in the money because Stanley Black & Decker, their earnings were so good, now it has a huge rally up, as you saw in the chart. So I got to take away $650. And you're like, oh my God, you're down $1,878. But with me closing this call option, I also closed the leap option I bought, which I got paid out $2,370. Now, that gives me a grand total profit of $492. $492 Chili made, and my initial buy-in for it was $18.50. So if I divide that by my initial cost basis, we have made 26.5% from August till February, which we're looking at what? September, October, November, December, January, 6 months. 6 months for a 26.5% ROI on my investment. Now, why'd I close it out? Because it became so in the money. I was like, I'm done rolling it out at this point. If I rolled it out and then Stanley Black & Decker falls back down again for whatever reason, this is going to start losing that value faster. As you get closer to your expiration for leap options, the decay starts to kick in. So I was like, you know what? I'm profitable. I'm up 400, almost $500 here. Let's close it out and call it a day. So we have made some very, very good money on this trade here. Now, let's say we want to open up a position on Novo Nordisk, okay? Slaughtered right now. My Roth IRA is not loving it, okay? I'm actually negative in my Roth right now for Novo Nordisk because it has been absolutely slaughtered from up 24%, now down 16%. So if you wanted to open up a poor man's cover call and you're approved for level 3 options, this is what you would look for. You're going to trade Novo options and you want to go far out, and by leap option, I mean like you're looking at, January of next year, June, even further, however you want to go, it's up to you. And you're going to be looking at buying one that's in the money. In the money means anything below the current strike price. I look for a in the money delta of around 80-ish. So this $35 strike price right here is good. It's going to cost you $1,195. It's so expensive because it's in the money. That's what you're seeing right here. Okay. So it costs you a lot of money here. Now, what you will do in the meantime is you want to sell a shorter term dated expiration. So for example, I want to sell a call option against this leap option because the delta is so high, it basically moves 1-to-1 like the stock does because it's so high. You go to sell a call option, you sell it for, say, March 13th, okay? And say you think Novo's going to rebound back to, I don't know, $47, okay? So say it goes to $47. What happens is it offsets your cost basis. So now it saves you $140 here, which is great. And if Novo does rise all the way up to $47, you would make $417 on your initial cash buy-in of $1,000. You're looking at almost a 40% ROI return in 1 month if Novo goes back up 8.5% between now and March 13th. Friday the 13th, funny enough. Okay, that's really impressive. That's a 40% ROI here you're looking at if it goes to that by expiration. The expiration would be the shorter term call option. Okay, that's very, very good. You also could even go even closer to in the money, do a 35 and do a 45 one here. And if it goes up 4%, you make $337. So again, still very good return, $300 on about 1,000, about a 30% ROI. It's very, very good. And if it doesn't go to 45, you just close out the position. It expires worthless. This doesn't expire worthless. You close the position out. This will expire at 45. You'll keep the 225 and it'll offset your leap option by $225, which is almost like a 20% reduction in your cost basis in one trade. Then you do it for April, you do it for May, and do it every single month until you get closer to that expiration of January of next year. If you want to be bullish on Novo Nordisk, since you do a $50 call option here, you still get paid a good amount. This is a 50% ROI you're looking at here because it has to have a bigger move to the upside. So that's what your poor man cover call does. And to me, it's a very good strategy if you're looking to offset your cost basis, and it's a good hedge in your portfolio. Because what you're looking for is if I sell the 47, for example, if Novo goes down, I keep this 140, it offsets it by about 10%. So I offset my cost basis by about 10% for my leap option. And if it goes up, I'm printing money anyways. So poor man's cover calls, if done correctly, are very good hedges in your portfolio. I've done it before on Toll Brothers. I'm doing it right now also with Chipotle. I made like $500, $600 in profit on Chipotle, which has been good so far. And even though this option right here is down, I'm down $200 here on these leap options. I've made over $500 in the other trades. So I'm actually still up at my Chipotle position, which is actually very, very good for me. I'm very happy with it. Also, what you could do is the premiums you collect from those options, you could, if your leaps go down in price, you could use that premium to dollar cost average into your position if you want to lower your cost basis. That's what I did with Chipotle. I did some covered calls against Chipotle. It sold off like 15% after earnings. I then used that to then buy up another share, and I reduced my cost basis by about 30% or so. So poor man's cover calls are very advanced strategies in the market, but if you can use them correctly, they're very good to hedge your portfolio. All right. So that's a little bit of a breakdown. Again, we're made to 26.5% in 6 months. 26.5% in 6 months. That is amazing. If you would like this video, make sure you like the video because that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing returns here. And if you are part of the Fridge Financials membership, you get access to live streams where you can break down trades like this, talk it out, go through the numbers, and really get into making some good trades here. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did make this far in the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications for this amazing 26.5% ROI on this trade in 6 months. Hope you're making money in the market in some way, shape, or form. And I will see you guys as always in the next video.